Ladies and gentlemen, now for the official introduction, the fighter fighting out of the blue corner, weighed in at 61.7. He's 25, stands 5'9". He fights out of Aberdeen Combat Centre and hails from Dublin, Ireland, Owen Uzi King Usman. And his opponent fighting out of the red corner, weighed in at 61.3. He's 25, stands 5'6". He fights out of Manchester top team and hails from Manchester, Daniel Tiako. Your referee, Mr. Tony Purcell.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, cage door set to close on this amateur A-class bantamweight bout. Owen Usman from the Aberdeen Combat Club is fighting out of the blue corner. He's in the black shorts as he takes on MTT's Daniel Tiako in the gray with green.
Yeah, the key things to watch for in this fight. The wrestling of Daniel Tiako is very high level. He's a very inexperienced MMA fighter on paper, but the wrestling is very solid. Of course, coming from Manchester top team, the strike, there we go, straight in on a shot, very aggressive with the shot.
And he gets straight to the back.
Yep. Of course, Manchester top team producing some great strikers, but Daniel Tiako is an excellent wrestler.
Well, you get MTT, got a little bit of everything if you...
Yep.
When you look at it there, but right now it's that pressure on the back.
And Owen Usman, of course, taking this fight on short notice. Could that play a factor in the later rounds? Perhaps.
Yeah.
We will see. So, but excellent takedown defense there from him.
But, you know, again, taking this fight on really short notice, but this isn't some can that's come in to collect the paycheck and fall over.
Absolutely. He is here to win this fight. And also, I think taking a fight on such short notice, there's no real pressure on Usman. No stress? Yeah, absolutely. He's just going in there with what he's got. And so far, he's looking very good in the first minute.
Yeah, trying to keep Tiako at range there and succeeding at the moment is Usman.
And let's not forget, Daniel Tiako's current fights have been at flyweight. This one is at bantamweight, and there appears to be a clear size discrepancy.
Yeah, certainly. Looks like that Usman certainly has a bit of height and a bit of reach on his opponent, but there's
good shots there. Nice
right
exchange.
Into the body.
And Tiako back on the wrestling here. This is where Daniel wants to fight. A very strong wrestler.
Yeah, makes things grinding and ugly. Nice knee to the body. And that's a good way to make the wrestler second guess staying in. But again, you're just waiting for him to drop under something and explode with a 100%. Takedown attempt.
And with a guy like that, you can never overcommit. If Usman overcommits with his hands, Tiako will duck under and take him down. So he's got to be patient and just do exactly what he's doing now. Those shots up the middle are very nice from Usman. That will deter the takedown as well.
Yeah, Usman using his range really well at the moment. Making Daniel Tiako reach, lunge.
Shot, but that was a very fast shot. Even though he shot from far, he's in on the guillotine here, and he looks very tight.
That looks tight.
That looks very tight here.
Is he going to be able to pop that head?
He does. Excellently.
No panic at all in those eyes.
Usman seems to be protesting to the referee about something. I didn't quite catch what it was, but excellent submission defense there from Daniel Tiako, and now he's where he wants to be.
But again, you're on top, doing nothing.
Yep, and it was right at the end of the round, so will that even score at all with the judges? I
don't know, and I think, again, when people hear you get a last-minute fighter step in, automatically, you tend to go, well, they've come in to lie down for whoever. Yeah.
But
no.
Not Owen Usman. Owen Usman is here to win this fight.
Absolutely. He's got his teammate Marcus Webster in the corner. Webster just coming off a big win in the second fight.
Yep.
That whole camp's going to be energized at the moment.
Yeah, the Aberdeen Combat Centre is making a great showing of themselves here.
Now, if I'm in the MTT corner, what am I asking him to do different?
I'm asking him to set up his shots a little bit better. You know, make Usman worry about the hands, worry about the kicks, and then we shoot. If Usman is only worried about the takedown threat, he will start picking Tiako apart. He'll start getting comfortable in the striking, and that's not what Daniel wants. And also, with this being an open stance, I'd like to see both guys use the back leg a bit more. With it being an open stance, specifically for Daniel Tiako, that left body kick could be huge. There you're seeing Usman use the right body kick. I'd like to see Daniel use his left body kick.
Oh, nice.
Yep, lovely chopping calf kick there.
And again, people say, how much can MMA change? It develops, it evolves every year,
excellent takedown.
Yeah.
I mean, the speed of that entry from Tiako. He didn't even set up the takedown, but he was so quick. Oh, but he's in on the neck again.
Mounted again.
Wow. That is a beautiful sweep from Owen Usman. And he could be tight on the guillotine, mate.
It's very difficult to get out of this.
Yep, wincing here is Daniel Tiako, but he's fighting the hands well, but he looks like he's under the neck.
He's not out yet. Still some movement.
Daniel Tiako doing what he can to defend, looking like he's creating space, and there's absolutely no quit in Daniel Tiako. He's been in 2 tight guillotines, and he's got out of them both. That is phenomenal from Daniel Tiako there to escape that. But
if you're Usman, though, you just go back to it, right? You don't let the stand up. Go back to it. You've had him wrapped up twice.
I think if I'm Usman, he's doing very well in the striking, and I think his submission threat could potentially deter Daniel Tiako from wrestling now. Because he knows every time he shoots in, he's getting his neck wrapped up. So Usman can kind of afford to pressure a bit more with the shots and not worry as much about the wrestling, because he knows that he can have success on the ground with Tiako.
Tiako,
big shots there, big exchange.
Again, it's a hugely wide base for Tiako, and again, if you start punishing the inside leg, the calf.
Yeah, I think in the open stance, it can be a bit difficult for guys, because if he blasts that inside low kick, there's a chance of an inside check, and that's when we see leg breaks. So I think that's maybe why he's not using that weapon. Was that maybe a hammer fist to the back of the head?
It certainly looked like he was attempting it. Referee didn't.
But now Daniel Tiako's, he's got 40 seconds to work, and he is on top where he wants to be. Moving around to the back now.
But again, we've seen him here.
Hand fighting, and Usman doing a great job of creating separation here. Nice knee to the body from him, and there he's escaped again. Owen Usman showing a really well-rounded game here.
So far, whenever Tiako has been successful with the takedown, and he has been, he's always ended up in the guard.
Yep.
Nice knee to the body.
Knee to the body.
Well, 3 minutes we will have. 3 minutes to try and separate these 2 young bantamweights, Owen Usman and Daniel Tiako, and this is a great fight.
It's a great fight, and we said at the start, Owen Usman took this on short notice. You wouldn't be able to tell.
No. So this is a young man who's been he's been training. He just didn't think he had a fight this weekend.
That is a great notice to every single amateur fighter in the country. Keep yourself in shape.
Stay ready.
Yep, year round. This is what amateurs about, taking those late notice fights, taking tests. Owen Usman's doing that, and he's making a great show of himself here.
Yeah, nobody loses in this situation.
Yeah, absolutely.
The promoters and, the people who know you came in last moment, that you perhaps aren't as prepared for that individual opponent as you might be if you had a full camp. But as you say, at the amateur, look, when you become a pro, your record's 0-0.
Yeah, exactly. So amateurs, all about the experience.
That's and as much of it as you can get with different body types, styles.
100%.
Yeah, see what you can of the world before it's...
Both guys looking like relatively fresh going into the 3rd round. Excellent conditioning on both sides for these guys.
Certainly that's one thing that you would absolutely presume Tiako to have with a wrestling base. I mean, I don't care what anybody says. There is no more grinding.
And if you look at the shape that this guy's in, there's no way he's getting tired. Nice left hand to the body there.
But he does...
Tiako. He lunges in a little bit.
He lunges in and leaves that chin out. And of course, as a grappler, you don't need to worry about somebody landing the uppercut or the knee. But again, it's, Usman holding.
Yep, holding the center well. And he's doing a good job of not chasing. See how he's just, as Tiako circles, Usman just steps either left or right. He doesn't chase. That allows him to hold the center. And it's very important to do that against a wrestler so they can't back you up against the wall.
And funny enough, he doesn't back up in a straight line either. He always
making
pitches.
angles, He's looking very good here, Owen Usman.
I think he's grown it, taking nothing away from Tiako, still throwing shots, landing.
And don't make any mistake, Daniel Tiako is very much in this fight.
Oh, yes.
He's got Usman pressed up against the wall now.
And
separates, separates,
and
a
nice
lovely
knee to the body.
Nice, and he needs to now keep that pressure on Usman. Keep Usman backed up, get him going back.
Been a very competitive 2.5 rounds.
Nice right hand there from Usman, and another one. Makes Tiako miss with the left, and another right hand. I'd like to see Tiako go a bit, well, both men to go a bit more in combinations. At the moment, there's a lot of single shots. There we go, 2-punch combination from Usman, but everything's in 1s and 2s. Put 3, 4, 5 together. That's what's going to land.
I mean, Usman has done a fantastic job in backing. He keeps backing, but just at the end, Tiako, he manages to slip out. And if he can close that door, beautiful sprawl.
Yep, very nice sprawl there from Owen Usman.
But
Daniel Tiako ends up pressing his man against the cage, ends up in the dominant position. And that's the thing with wrestlers. They're not going to be deterred if they don't take you down the first time, the second time, the third time. That is his game, and he's sticking to it here. 30 seconds left of the fight here.
But he got off the cage again, which is wonderful.
Nice left hand there from Tiako.
And if I'm Usman now, I'm going, there's 20 seconds left.
Nice entry there, but again, excellent defense. Very strong hits.
Front teeps, leg kicks, long jabs. Keep them away.
I'm staying long. I'm not risking anything that Daniel Tiako may land a big power shot.
Like that. Oh,
like that. Nice right
uppercut.
hook. Head kick just misses.
Body kick, and that's it. You back him up. What a great fight, lads.
Another great fight.
But I want to get, no matter what the judge's decision, Owen Usman got nothing to hang his head about.
Absolutely. Yep. 100%. He's come in. I believe he took this fight this week. So making a show of himself like that, incredible.
Absolutely. There's a real fighter in there, isn't there? Somebody who wants to compete, wants to fight, and that's lovely to see. I'm glad you guys can do it, because I couldn't. And again, Sefcon taking a moment with the judges' scorecards, so.
Yeah, we're 4 fights into the card now, every single one. Even though the guys on paper aren't so experienced, just the level is incredible. The composure, the skill, it's great to see. And it's only going to get better from here on out.
I was watching, I was sitting cage side doing events in UK MMA 12 years ago, and the amateurs today would murder the semi-pros.
It wouldn't even be close.
Sefcon has made his way into the cage. This has been an awesome fight. Let's make it official.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 hard-fought rounds, we go to the judges' scorecard. 30-27, 29-28, and 29-28. All 3 judges score this in favor of your winner, Owen Uzi King Usman. Please show your appreciation for Daniel Tiako.